In Leicester, England, a TikTok influencer and her mother were at the center of a grim crime. Prosecutors later confirmed Mahek Bukhari, 24, and her mother Ansreen, 46, planned the killing of 2 young men in a deliberate car crash on the A46 highway. Mahek had become a social media star with 128,000 TikTok followers, flaunting a glamorous life to the world. Behind the happy facade, Ansreen's life had drastically changed. She told the court TikTok gave her 2 different lives, going from a quiet housewife to one who partied and mingled at events with her daughter. Through this glitzy new world, Ansreen met 21-year-old Saqib Hussain and began a secret affair. The affair soon spiraled out of control. Hussain was unfaithful and manipulative. He demanded £3,000 from Ansreen as if it were a debt, claiming he had spent that on her. He even threatened to expose their illicit relationship to her husband with intimate photos if she refused, sending ominous messages like, "I will do something you're gonna regret." Mahek decided to take drastic action. She contacted her friend Rakan Karwan to help resolve the crisis. Together they made a deadly plan: lure Hussain to a meeting spot and pay him off, or worse. On the 11th of February 2022, the trap was set. Mahek texted Hussain to meet at a Leicester Tesco car park under the pretense of giving him the money. That night, Mahek arrived with about 7 others, some wearing balaclavas and one armed, waiting to spring the ambush. When Hussain and his friend Hashim Ijazuddin tried to leave, the group pursued them. In a high-speed chase, the victims fled onto the A46. Their car was rammed off the road and smashed into a barrier and a tree. The vehicle exploded in flames on impact. Both 21-year-olds died instantly in the inferno. Desperate, Hussain had frantically called 999 just seconds before the crash. The recording played in court was haunting. "There's guys following me. They're trying to kill me. I'm going to die," he screamed. The judge later described that call as one of the most moving and distressing pieces of evidence. Police quickly uncovered the murder plot. Mobile phone data, CCTV, and eyewitness accounts tied Mahek and Ansreen to the scene. By mid-2023, Mahek, Ansreen, and several associates were on trial for murder at Leicester Crown Court. After a 3-month trial, the jury returned verdicts in July 2023. Mahek and Ansreen Bukhari, along with 2 others, were convicted of the 2 counts of murder. 3 other co-defendants were convicted of manslaughter, while 1 suspect was acquitted. In September 2023, the judge handed down life sentences. Mahek, age 24, was jailed for life with a minimum term of 31 years. Ansreen, 46, got life with a 26-year minimum. As the verdict was read, news footage captured Mahek blowing a kiss to her father in the gallery. Courtroom reactions. The judge emphasized how social media had warped their lives. He told Mahek, TikTok and Instagram are at the heart of this case, adding her online tawdry fame had made her utterly self-obsessed. He warned this obsession would now constrain her best years to prison. Prosecutors condemned the murders as planned, cold-blooded killings. They argued Ansreen conceived the crime to silence Hussain rather than face the affair's consequences. The Crown described the conspiracy as entirely selfish and heartless. Both women repeatedly used lies during the investigation, the court heard. In the end, nothing was hidden. Messages, photos, and CCTV built an airtight case. The 2 will spend decades in prison for their roles. The case shocked the community. Authorities noted the defendants showed little or no remorse for the killings. Even so, the trial's conclusion brought some solace. The victims' families finally had justice for Saqib Hussain and Hashim Ijazuddin. This shocking story blended modern social media culture with old-fashioned crime. A popular influencer and her mother chose murder to protect their secrets. Every detail, from secret affair to explosive crash, was examined in court, leaving no doubt about their guilt. In the end, the once glamorous Mahek Bukhari is remembered not for beauty tips, but as a murderer. The judge called her self-obsessed, and now she'll spend 31 years in prison. Ansreen's brief taste of TikTok celebrity life ended in a 26-year sentence too. Flashback. Mahek's TikTok channel often showed upbeat dance and makeup videos. One example, she and Ansreen once posted a synchronized dance under the caption, "Having an elite relationship with your mom." These videos highlight how deeply Mahek and Ansreen were entwined in influencer culture. They traveled together, attended events, and treated the audience to their fun, best friends dynamic. Tragically, that image masked a deadly plot. Court evidence showed the wider plot. Mahek and Ansreen enlisted helpers. Two men, Rais Jamal and Rekan Karwan, were the drivers who forced the victims off the road. Police presented this as proof the women orchestrated the ambush, and the men executed the deadly chase. The sentences and testimony put a final stamp on the case. The local prosecutor said the pair showed complete disregard for the victims' lives. Now both Bukhari women are serving life terms, and this tragic scheme is closed in court. During trial, Mahek's lawyers argued the killings weren't premeditated, saying they happened on the spur of the moment during the chase. The jury rejected this defense, finding clear intent in every step of their plotted ambush,